welcome to this week's episode of Living Safe and Empowered. I'm Brett Lechtenberg, and I am the anti-bullying expert who will help you get rid of your bullying problems in 3 days or less. Today, I want to talk about what to do if you find out that your child is a bully. I got asked a lot about this in the last week or two. I got asked to write an article about this, so I thought it'd make a great topic for a video. So first off, I want to say that I believe most kids are good. Their parents care. Everybody's doing their part to raise strong, healthy children. But sometimes kids just flat out experiment with things to see what will happen. Hey, they put their finger in a light socket just to see what will happen. Obviously, we know that's negative, right? They experiment with crying and throwing temper tantrums and all kinds of other things. This is the way they learn. So why would they bully? Well, they're just not sure how their reactions will affect another person. So I think that's why a lot of it, probably 50% or more of bullying, where that comes from and why that happens. Now the problem stems from the fact that we don't take action quickly, and if the child who is experimenting with the bullying gets a positive response that they were after, and it goes unchecked, then they're going to continue that behavior. So just like anything else, they get conditioned to do it or to not do it. So let's talk about that. What to do if you find out your child is a bully. And just to set kind of the tone, we're going to make some assumptions for this video. One, that there's no mental or physical abuse on the child's part at home, and we've got children that have their parents that are involved with their kids. And for the purpose of today, we'll just talk about the fact that maybe it's a bullying problem that's happening at school. Okay? So first off, it comes to your attention that your child's a bully. Someone accuses them, makes an accusation. First thing, investigate. Fully investigate. Don't just assume that that other person is correct, fly off the handle and get mad at your child. You need to totally check out what happened. Use the 5 W's we talked about, you know, in what to do when you investigate if your child is the target of a bully. Same thing has to happen here. Who, what, where, when, and why. What's going on? Right? Don't just accept that they're a bully. Right? That's going to go a long way in setting your child up where they're going to go, wow, mom and dad took this seriously. It's going to build some bonds of trust in the fact that, you know, little Johnny's going to see that mom and dad actually did follow through and look at this. They just didn't accept it as a bully. Okay? But as it worked out for our situation, he was bullying someone else in school. My first recommendation is the same. In a controlled environment, have the bullying child apologize face-to-face to the bullied child and their parents. Now again, controlled environment is the key here. If the bullied child is over-emotional, distraught, whatever, and the parents are over-emotional, angry, whatever, that's not going to help the situation. Don't do that. Right? We're trying to nip this in the bud before it becomes a big problem. So hopefully everybody can help each other and use a good learning lesson to set a good learning lesson. So they apologize face to face. All right? And they apologize in writing. Not just verbal, but in writing. When you write something down, you have to think about it more. Right? And this also, as a parent, helps you explain things to your child and what they need to think about when they make an apology. And also as the parents and child receiving the apology, you can talk about that. It's a great learning lesson on how to accept an apology, because some people just aren't very good at that. Now, after the apology's been made, and we're going to assume it went well, or if something went wrong, we overcame that. After the apology, you want to have another conversation with your child that talks about how do they understand how their actions actually affected others. Do you see how it wasn't just the one child that you were picking on, let's say, but how it affected them, their parents, how the teachers had to be involved, how you as their parent had to be involved, and again, how their actions negatively impacted so many other people. And of course you want to have the conversation of the opposite of that is, what would you do if you were bullied? How would you feel about that? And what they could do to help somebody else who was bullied. So there's a number of directions that you can go with that. And then the final thing, if there was a punishment to be levied, whatever that may be, then have your child fulfill that punishment 100% and don't let them take it lightly. And I'm a big believer that, just kicking somebody out of school for being a bully, although that may need to happen depending on the situation, isn't necessarily the best thing to do. It's that restitution towards another that is important. So given the situation, you might be able to find a way where your child, the bully, can actually do something to help or benefit the other child. And that's important. Wherever we can find a way to do that, I believe that's important. May not be possible, but that's important. Okay, so that's my advice on what to do if your child's a bully and how to handle that situation. As always, if you'd like our free report on anti-bullying, how to handle a bullying and reporting situation at school, free report on the antibullyprogram.com, and you can click the link below and download that. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, of course, you're welcome to put them on this video. I'll get back to you as I can, or find me on Facebook. All right? So until next time, I hope you have a great day.